Hi friends, today is not January 1st, nor is it the 7th day of Kwanzaa. Today is actually January 2nd. Yesterday I didn't film anything because yesterday was yesterday was a rough day. But anyway, Kwanzaa. The seventh principle of Kwanzaa is Imani, and that means faith. And it is faith in people, your community, and God. Whenever I think of faith, I always personally think of my faith in God, because in the last year, I have spent a lot of time, thinking about and meditating on faith, what it means to be faithful, what it means to have faith in, and I haven't come to any grand conclusions or earth-shattering answers, but I keep just doing it, I keep reminding myself that God cares about me and that He sees me, and those are the things that I hold on to whenever I feel like questioning my faith. Faith in people, faith in your community. I think it's important to have a measure of faith in the things that other people say they're going to do. Have faith that people will keep their word. Have faith that there is good in other people, and not be so pessimistic. Sometimes I get stuck in that pessimism, to be honest. Sometimes it's hard for me to accept things that people say they will do, because I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'll believe it when I see it, kind of thing. And to some extent, I feel like that is almost the more realistic thing to do, because so many people are or can be flaky to, with their word. But I want to believe in people. I want to believe that the communities that I move in can be good, can be helpful uplifters of people. And maybe it's one of those things like how they say you have to be the change that you want to see. Maybe I have to be the community member that I want to see. And that's fine. I'd be an example. But, yeah. What are things that you have faith in? What are things that you do when your faith in those specific things wavers? What are things that you do to remind you of why you have faith? Leave those in the comments. I would really appreciate that. As you can tell, I'm headed to work. I was supposed to be off, but the guy that was supposed to be working in my, they got this construction going on the side of the road, and the doors are open so you can't even see down the road to safely drive onto the road. He doesn't even need to have that door open. It's just open. It's fine, Caleisha. You're on the road now. Anyway, the guy who was supposed to work today had a family emergency. And so here I am, going into work. I didn't film yesterday because I didn't film on the way to work because I was talking to my mom. And I didn't film after work because I had a panic attack halfway through the day. And it was garbage. As far as I can remember, I've never had a panic attack in front of a guest. And yesterday was the day. But I am so grateful that the guests that were in the camera room with me were understanding and didn't pile on, more stress. I'm really, really grateful to them. And I'm grateful to my coworkers that were there, who let the other people, like the families that were waiting, know, hey, we're having some issues, but we're gonna get to you as soon as possible. You're gonna be taken care of. But I guess this holiday season was just too much. And yesterday was the day. And I was originally scheduled to work today, but I got coverage so that I could stay home because clearly it's still not okay. But it is what it is. When you only have a couple photographers and there's nobody else. So I text one of the other girls who's supposed to be working this afternoon to see if she can come in early so that I don't have to stay the whole time. She hasn't gotten back to me. I'm actually really proud of myself though, because I was able to pull it together enough to finish out the day. Even though I was taking pictures with tears streaming down my face, I told the lady, I was like, well, as long as I aim the camera at the right place, we're good, because the camera does the focusing. So your pictures will be in focus. Don't even worry about it. So this video will be the stand-in for yesterday. I was hoping it wouldn't be a teary one, but hey, it is what it is. This is where I am. Another thing, when I finished, I had, I think, 3 sessions that I had to do before I could sit down yesterday, after the panic attack. And when I finally got to sit down, I was looking at the schedule, trying to finish the schedule for the week, which I stared at that computer screen just blankly for only God knows how long, trying to focus my panicky brain enough to do the work. And while I'm sitting there staring at the computer screen, Lamar walked in. And he is never on this side of town. So when he walked in, I almost burst out crying again. And I was just like, babe. And I told him I had a panic attack. And I told him I wanted to go home. But I couldn't, because there wasn't another photographer. Even though I ended up putting one of the other two girls that was with me, they're both sales. They've been trained in the camera room, but they're not strong. They're not strong enough to really carry it. So while I could have left them there to handle like the rest of the appointments for the day, I knew if I did that it would be an even more stressful and unpleasant experience for them, as well as probably a stressful experience for the guests, because I know their strengths. So I did end up putting one of them in the camera room to do a business headshot, which worked out eventually. But I was so glad to see Lamar. He told me, he was like, yeah, you know, I came down here to go to one of these stores and poke around in Ross, and then I thought, hey, let me stop by the mall and see Caleisha. I'm so grateful for him. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm really hoping that this other girl texts me back that she can come in at 12:30 or 1 so that I can go home, because I went home yesterday and I don't know, I probably got home by like 5 something, and I went to sleep, and I slept until like, I think it was like 11 something the next time I woke up. I didn't know what day it was. And then Lamar, in between there, Lamar had woken me up to see if I wanted something to eat. I'm pretty sure I said I wanted something to eat, but then I fell back asleep. It was just a really rough mental health night. And this morning I'm not feeling any better. I'm not. I'm just praying that God will help me tuck all of these feelings in and hold on to them long enough to take people's pictures. Yesterday, after I got off work, Lamar stayed in the mall with me until I was off. And he was like, you want to come walk around with me? So I did. And we were in some store, like Burlington or one of those clothing stores. And I saw this shirt that had, what is it, Jeremiah 29:11, that says, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and give you a future. Something like that. That's not a correct quotation, but there was a shirt with that verse on it. I took a picture of it. Because I firmly believe that God is always communicating with us. May not be in the magnificent voice from the clouds that you read about in the Old Testament Bible, but God is communicating. Whether it be through the music that I listen to or a random t-shirt, or the fact that my husband just shows up out of nowhere on a Wednesday afternoon. I know that God sees me, and I know that God has a plan for me. So everything is gonna be fine. I hope your New Year's Day was better than my New Year's Day. And I hope that the new year is treating you well. And if it's not, it's only 2 days old. You can't really fault a 2-day-old baby, right? Talk to you guys later. See you on the podcast. See you on Instagram. Happy Vlogmas. Did you know it's World Introvert Day? Just gonna leave that one right there. Hi friends. So I am home. I got off work a little bit early, and from there went to Joann's, where I picked up this nifty little doohickey. And this is what I'm going to be keeping all of my ribbon on. So the bags that I make in my Etsy shop have a removable handle, and I use this ribbon, this type of ribbon, for the handles. And up until now, I've been keeping it all in a little drawer, like storage drawer, but my collection of colors is outgrowing the drawer, and I can never remember what colors I have when I see them on sale. So I am going to organize them by color onto this ribbon organizer, and hopefully I won't run into this problem again. This is what happens when I start running out of one color. So I started running out of orange, and I thought, I'm running out of orange. I need to go get orange. So the next time I was in the store, I picked up orange, put it in the drawer. Then I was out and I was like, you know what? I'm running out of a color. What color am I running out of? I think it was orange. So now I've got 3 brand new things of orange ribbon. I have yet to completely run out of this one. This probably has enough for like one more. But I've got all of this orange ribbon. But luckily this is the only color that I have so much of. Yeah. So organizing them by color will help me be able to see what I have and what I need. Because I can see from now I'm going to need to buy white, cream, yellow. Yeah, white, cream, and yellow, definitely. Yeah, those are the ones that I see off top. Maybe a gray. But I'm going to organize these onto this shelving unit.